I'd now like to welcome Michael Miller, the Executive Chairman, News Corp Australasia, to deliver a welcome to the Bush Summit.
Thank you, Tom, and a warm welcome to you all here today. I'd like to recognise our dignitaries, including the Honourable Jacinta Allen, the Federal Member for Bendigo, Lisa Chesters, the Honourable Bridget McKenzie, and other state MPs who are joining us here this morning. A thank you to Bendigo and Jacinta for hosting the summit in this beautiful electorate. We are all here today putting political and commercial interests aside so that we can focus firmly on rural and regional Victoria. We launched the Bush Summit in Townsville last week, and this week we have summits across the country, in Launceston, McLaren Vale, Orange and Port Hedland. This is part of our ongoing commitment to rural and regional Australia. I grew up in regional New South Wales, and my brother has been living here in rural Victoria. While there are many obvious local issues that are unique to different regions, I did realise from an early age that there are also more national and shared issues relating to challenges in remote areas, such as infrastructure, energy, transport, education and health. Over the years, health in particular has been at the top of the agenda at many of the Bush summits that we've held. While there are many challenges in this area, there are also opportunities. Last year, for the first time, the Good Friday appeals in its 93-year history, funds that were raised helped take the Melbourne Royal Children's Hospital's excellence into Victorian regions to support training, scholarships and provide state-of-the-art equipment. This important investment will improve the experience and outcomes for children receiving care in regional Victoria. Bendigo Health, along with Barwon Health, Grampians Health, Albury-Wodonga Health, Goulburn Valley Health and Latrobe Regional Health are all now beneficiaries of the Good Friday Appeal initiative. Here at Bendigo Health, the focus is on building an all-abilities rehab playground, co-designed by medical experts and patients, and also to prioritise learning and development initiatives across nursing, allied health and intensive care. I'd like to recognise the Chairman of the Herald and Whitley Times, Penny Fowler, who is with us today. Penny has also been the chair of the Good Friday Appeal for the past 11 years, and whose efforts have helped raise over $23 million last year alone. Penny has been a driving force in ensuring funding from the appeal now reaches regional Victoria. Thank you, Penny, for leading this important, impactful initiative. Ten years ago, we established News in the Community, and Penny has been our community ambassador and #1 supporter of this initiative. A venture that is also supported by News in the Community is our partnership with the Royal Flying Doctor Service, an organisation that embodies the spirit of this summit. Key to this summit's partnership is the Best of the Bush, a national health report. The findings from that research were published across our mastheads nationally in the past week. Another way that News Australia supports rural Victoria is publishing the Weekly Times, which has been informing and advocating regional Victoria for over 100 years. I noted a story last week in the Weekly Times that reported that regional Australians are dying more than a decade earlier than their city counterparts as they grapple with inaccessibility and non-existent healthcare services. This widening healthcare gap needs to be addressed. Through these summits, we at News are committed to ensuring the conversation on the issues that impact regional and rural Australia are ongoing and they're elevated. The Bush Summit provides an ideal platform to raise these issues of concern, engage in robust conversations and table solutions. And I encourage all today's participants to be active contributors to this important conversation. As a national event now in its second year, the Bush Summit ensures that local initiatives are shared countrywide, or concurrently national issues are surfaced, with any barriers at borders fully understood and considered by all governments and all parties. There are many types of bush in this country, and local issues are always important. But as I noted earlier, there is much that rural and regional Australia do have in common. One of those things is a growing population and ensuring that challenges around infrastructure, energy, transport, education, as well as health are all met. Here in Bendigo, the Regional Council forecasts that this region will grow from 127,000 people today to over 172,000 people by 2046. These growth rates are also being projected across many other Australian districts, and regional areas need to urgently future-proof themselves, adapt through innovation, and to ultimately thrive. I have been proud to see this Bush Summit go from strength to strength and its impact grow year after year. It has inspired action and has seen solutions found for problems that are often unique to regional areas. Thank you to all the federal, state and local members from all sides of politics who invested their time today to participate. It is not only a testament of this summit's reputation, but to the bipartisan support that help ensures agreed outcomes. The summit, now in its 6th year, is driven by News Australia's mastheads, but I'd also like to thank Sky News, who is broadcasting the events through their Sky News regional channels and reaching audiences that matter. I'd also like to thank the editor of the Weekly Times and his team, James Wagstaff, who have advocated for regional Australia since 1869. I personally also want to thank the Herald Sun editor, Sam Weir, for his passion and support for regional Victoria. Unfortunately, Sam is regrettably unable to be with us today as he is attending a funeral of a colleague. As some of you may know, we lost one of our own last week when sports journalist Sam Landsberger of the Herald Sun and Fox Footy was tragically hit by a vehicle in Melbourne. Our thoughts are with him and his family and friends as they celebrate his life today. We will miss Sammy's energy, his enthusiasm, his fearlessness, his nose for a great footy yarn, but above all, his company. This event would not be possible without our partners. So a big thank you to our national presenting partner, Dryzerbone. Thank you also to our major partners, the Commonwealth Bank, NBN, Qantas and Woolworths. Today's event is also supported by Ram Trucks, who are our national Bush Summit road trip partner.